45 feet. Three key rivers cross South Asia, all originating from Himalayas. The Indus River, which has been a center of human civilization for thousands of years, starts in Tibet and flows through the center of Pakistan. The Ganges River flows through the northern India, creating a core region of the country. The the Brahmaputra River flows through Tibet and then enters India from the east, when it meets up in Ganges in Bangladesh to flow into the Bay of Bengal. While the northern part of the region includes some of the highest elevation in the world, the Maldives in the south has some of the lowest elevation, some barely above sea level. The coastal regions in southern Bangladesh also have low elevation. When the seasonal reversal of wind called the monsoon arrives every year, there's a heavy flooding, and its effects on the infrastructure of the region is disastrous. The extensive Thar Desert in western India and parts of Pakistan, on the other hand, does not receive monsoon rains. In fact, much of the southwest Pakistan region called Balochistan is dry with desert conditions. So this is a region to Jaipur, mainly close to India, and many cultural importance. So there's a desert and a lot of droughts happen because of that. There's less water in certain parts of the land, which causes droughts, right? And dry land, and a lot of crops and that are agriculture. A lot of crops, they die, right? Because there's not enough water, right? Makes sense? Does that make sense, everyone? Okay. So the mountains on the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan extend through Kashmir. Okay, and Kashmir is, what part of Pakistan it is? It's usually the northern. Okay, it's like you have like the you have capitals, sorry, not four capitals, four provinces. You have the northwestern province in Pakistan, then you have Punjab, you have Sindh, and you have Balochistan, right? Which they mentioned right now has a lot of desert like areas, right? So dry land. So in the northern parts is the where it's called NA Northwestern Territory. It has the like mountain areas, right? A lot of that.
Yes, it's
And
disputed the Kashmir region between Pakistan, India, and China.
yes, exactly, yeah. And there was a war against that too. Some parts of the Kashmir are in Pakistan, some parts are in India. But there's a war because India wants the whole of Kashmir, but there's parts in, Pakistan. So usually there's a war because of that. Okay, the monsoon is a seasonal reversal of winds that is associated with heavy rains. Okay, and then the summer monsoon rains usually fall between June and September, feeds this river and streams of South Asia, and provide the water needed for agricultural production. Okay, so you have the rivers and the streams, they usually are the cause of a lot of cultivation and agricultural production, right, in the land. In the summer, the continent heats up, the Thar Desert fueling the system. The rising hot air creates a vacuum that puts in warm, moist air from the Bay of Bengal and the Indian Ocean. This action shifts moisture-laden clouds over the land where the water is precipitated out in the form of rain. Okay, so the monsoon rain brings moisture to the South Asia right up to the Himalayas. As moisture-laden clouds rise in elevation in the mountain, the water vapor condenses in the form of rain or snow and feeds the stream and basins that flow into the major rivers, such as Brahmaputra, Ganges. Ganges River is one of the biggest rivers in India, and Indus River. The Western Ghats creates a similar system in the south along the west coast of India. Okay, this is the Western Ghats in the Maharashtra, India. Okay, parts of Bangladesh and eastern India receive as much of 6 feet of rain during the monsoon season, and some areas experience several floodings. The worst hit places are along the coast of Bay of Bengal, such as in Bangladesh. There's less danger of flooding in the western India and Pakistan because by the time the rain clouds have moved across India, they have less lost their moisture. Desert conditions are evident in the west, and then the Pakistan border in the Great Thar Desert. On average, fewer than 10 inches of rainfall per year is the massive desert. And on the northern rim of the region, um, the highest, yeah, you have so you have the height of the Himalayas restrict the warm, moist monsoon from the moving across the mountain range. The Himalayas act as a precipitation barrier and create a strong shadow effect for Tibet and western China. The monsoon is responsible for much of the rainfall in South Asia. So western China is also coming inside the South Asia region, right? Bahuddin, do you agree?
What did you say, teacher?
So western China is also coming in part of the South Asia region, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mostly the region of Tibet is in South Asia. I'm not sure about other states. Maybe Xinjiang is also in the South Asia region.
Yes, good. So we have this, okay, and then we have to read a little bit about early civilization, okay, and the invasions, what happens usually. Mohenjo-daro is one of the like the oldest places in Sindh province in Pakistan. So there's a great history behind this. Okay, you can read through this, okay, inshallah. So and then tomorrow we can read about colonialism in South Asia because it's a lot of colonialism that happened, right? Because there was a lot of war and the partition, right? And that brought in a lot of similar traits, like in different parts of the world, like in Bangladesh, Pakistan. Usually, they're like similar kind of ethnicity. Like we have like the Pakistans and Bangladesh and India. We have the language is kind of same, but it's usually Hindi that's spoken in parts of India, and then in Pakistan we have Urdu, but that's similar to each other, right? So, and the food is common, and a lot of things come in like because of colonialism. There has been a lot of similarity, right, between the regions, right? Do you understand that, Bahuddin?
Because there was a lot of colonialism, like the Caliphate, the Mughals, and the British, then independence.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So you can read through this, and there's a lot of religions as well. But in parts of Pakistan, majority is Muslim country. And Bangladesh is like morally partly actually Muslim country, but it is Muslim government. But it's just like the people are more like I think 30 or 40. I don't know exactly the percentage, but there's also Indians like Bengali Indian Hindus, right? Bengali Hindus, and then you have like the other, other kind of religions inside as well.
15 million is Hindu, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of Hindu population, but in Pakistan there is a minority, very minor. But there are temples. There are from like the history because Pakistan was technically part of India, so there was a lot of Hindu temples that are still there, like and the Hindus that live there they go to those temples, right? They're ancient like kind of temples, right? Like we have the masjid, one of the oldest masjids is in Pakistan. It's called the Aurangzeb Badshai Mosque, and it was created by the emperor in the 1600s, right? Which is very long ago. Okay, so these are some history. The national sport of India is cricket. Okay, and in Pakistan, the national sport We play like it is played cricket, but the national sport is actually field hockey. Okay.
Okay.
And then Sri Lanka also has a national sport, right? So there's a lot of like cricket World Cups that are won each year, right? When their matches happen, right, occur. And there's a population of South Asia. So this is India. Like this is how the streets are in India. If you walk through, a lot of people, right? There's like probably more than people that in Canada. We don't have that much population. But when you go outside of Canada, like India, Pakistan, there's more like in billions, right? You have people, right? So what is the
Yeah,
population of India? 1.3 billion people, right?
just passed China recently.
Yeah, yeah. China, they actually reduced their population through the one child policy because there was a lot of people that were, the population was increasing and there was a lot of, economic was so
They
the
it
yeah,
now,
yeah. So it
but
is
they're
now just one
down.
child policy. Yeah. Yes, you're right. So this is what's India map looks like. It's like a triangle. I like to say it like that. This is like a triangle, and then you have at the corner of it, it's like this little border, right? You have it bordering
Yeah.
Pakistan, right? But I think Pakistan is a little like on this side. No, this is not Pakistan. This is actually India. This is part of India. Pakistan is this little. You see this Jammu Kashmir, and on the left you see this little piece, torn piece, right? That's Pakistan, basically.
Yes, Pakistan is more west than India.
Exactly. And India is way more it has like more states. Like it has like 26 states in India. And Pakistan only has 4 provinces because it's not that big as compared to India, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, these are the key takeaways. We actually finished this chapter. So it's okay and we can do like you can do I'll post this question.
Okay.
One of the questions here we learn we do about colonialism. What changes did British colonialism bring into South Asia? When did the British control South Asia? So this was way before the partition happened between India. India used to Pakistan. Pakistan used to be part of India, right? So that's when the era came for British colonialism, right? The British were running most of the institutes, and a lot of people were influenced by British people, and that's why English is also taught in these parts of the country, right? In India, like
Yeah.
India, Pakistan, English is actually taught. And there's a lot of British schools because of the colonialism, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, we'll go now from this. But Baudin, can you save all the documents I sent you in the chat, please? And whoever's in grade 6 and 7 and 8, Mehdi, can you guys please download these worksheets? Because
Okay.
yeah, I want you guys to finish these questions. And Bahuddin, you can also do, if you want, you can explain this in one paragraph. It's okay. This question. Okay, thank you, Bahuddin.
Yeah.
Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you?
How are you, teacher?
Alhamdulillah. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Okay. Haika, are you here? Haika?
I think today she is not there. Even in the other classes, she wasn't here.
She is absent?
I,
Is she absent?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. Surah Tariq. Surah Tariq.
Yes, until it.
Okay. Can you tell me? Wassama'i wa Tariq. What does it mean?
But the heaven and not the night comer.
Mama adraka mat Tariq.
And what will make you know Tariq the night?
No, why it is so noisy? Who is talking? Your mother?
No, it's not my
Too much noisy. It is too much noisy. Is it your
coming
mother?
from Naila. It's coming from Naila, not me.
Naila? Okay. Naila? It's so noisy. Okay. An-Najmu Thaqib.
It is the star of piercing brightness.
In kullu nafsin lamma alayha hafiz.
There is not every human being but is a protector over him.
Okay. فلينظر الإنسان مما خلق.
So let man see from why he is created.
Okay. خلق من ماء دافق.
He is created from a water gushing forth.
يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب.
Proceeds from between the backbone and the ribs.
إنه على رجعه لقادر.
Verily he Allah is able to bring him back.
Okay. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Okay. Okay. Can you recite from here? Can you read from here?
Okay, I will read from there.
Mhm.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يوم تبلى السرائر when the secrets will be examined فما له من قوة ولا نصير
ولا ناصر.
ولا ناصر, then will be not for him any power nor any helper. وَالسَّمَاءِ ذَاتِ الرَّجْعِ, by the sky with the returning rain. وَالْأَرْضِ ذَاتِ الصَّدْعِ,
Mhm.
and the earth which splits. إِنَّهُ لَقَوْلٌ فَصْلٌ, verily this Quran is the word that separates. وَمَا هُوَ بِالْهَزْلِ, and it is not for amusement. إِنَّهُمْ يَكِيدُونَ كَيْدًا, verily they are plotting a plot. وَأَكِيدُ كَيْدًا, and I am planning a plan. فَمَهِّلِ الْكَافِرِينَ أَمْهِلْهُمْ رُوَيْدًا, so give a respite to the disbelievers, give respite to them for a while.
Mhm. Okay. Suratul A'la. Okay. Sabbih isma rabbikal a'la. But actually, we will memorize this only this one. Yawma tubla sarair. Fama lahu min quwwatin wala nasir. والسماء ذات الرجع والأرض ذات الصدع إنه لقول فصل وما هو بالهزل إنهم يكيدون كيدا وأكيد كيدا فمهل الكافرين أمهلهم رويدا. Okay. Bhavdin, can you read from here? Can you memorize it and try to memorize it in the class? Okay.
Memorize the meaning.
Yeah, the meaning with the meaning. Okay, did you memorize it? Should I
Hmm,
turn
I,
off the screen?
I'm on the last.
Okay,
Okay, I memorized it.
okay, just a minute. I will turn off the screen. Stop sharing the screen. Okay, now tell me. يوم تبلى السرائر.
The day when the secrets will be examined.
Okay. Um, وما له من قوة ولا ناصر.
Eat that?
وما له من قوة ولا ناصر.
Okay, then will be not for him any power nor any helper.
Mhm. والسماء ذات الرجع.
By the sky with the returning grain,
والأرض ذات الصدع.
and the earth which splits.
Okay. إنه لقول فصل.
Rarely this crown is the word that separates,
Okay. وما هو بالهزل.
and not for amusement.
إنهم يكيدون كيدا.
Verily they are plotting a plot,
وأكيد كيدا.
and I am planning a plan.
فمهل الكافرين أمهلهم رويدا.
So give a respite to the disbelievers, give respite to them for a while.
Okay, good. Did you memorize Surah Alaq complete?
So far, I only did 7.
Okay. Can you recite?
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ikra bismi rabbika allazi khalaqa. Khalaqal insana min alaq. Ikra wa rabbukal akram. Allazi alama bil kalam. Allamal insana ma lam ya'lam. Kala innal insana la yadgha. Arra'ahu istaghna.
Okay. It is better for you to memorize from the YouTube. What is the from the Sheikh? Okay, repeated option. There is 10 times repeat
Okay.
option. The Sheikh, memorize with the Sheikh and copy the Sheikh. Try to copy the Sheikh.
Okay.
Okay, good. Talha bin Ubaidullah. Sulaim. Sulaim. We read about Talha bin Ubaidullah and now we will read about Sulaim.
Yes.
Yes, okay, Sulaim. Who was Sulaim? Okay. Okay, can you read it?
Okay. Sulaim, her real name was, according to some authorities, Romaila, and according to others, Sahla and Malika. She was also called Sulaim, which was her kunya. She was the daughter of Milhan ibn Haram, a prominent member of Banu an-Najjar who were closely associated with the Prophet's house and family. Sulaim's first husband was Malik ibn an-Nadr. She bore him Anas, the famous companion of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She embraced Islam at an early period while her husband remained a disbeliever. After his death, she received a marriage proposal from Abu Talha, but she refused because he was an idolater. However, when he embraced Islam, she readily consented to marry him. She regarded his acceptance to Islam as her only dowry mahr. Sulaim had an unusually strong personality. She had the determination and a will of a man. She accepted the call to Islam independently of her husband Malik ibn an-Nadr. He was, it seems, not aware of the upheaval taking place around him in Medina as a result of coming of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay. Okay. Then
Okay. Sulaim was a very brave woman. She was a staunch Muslim fighter. She took part in several of the Prophet's campaigns. In the midst of the fight, she would attend to the wounded and give water to the warriors. She would fight if necessary. She took part in the Battle of Uhud. Hunain, she was seen carrying a dagger. When asked about the weapon in the presence of the Prophet ﷺ, she answered that she might have to defend herself if one disbeliever tried to harm her. Allah's Messenger ﷺ smiled on hearing her reply. He remarked that Allah had taken care of that Umair was high minded.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Sulaim.
Umayr was high-minded when Abu Umayr, one of her children from Abu Talha, died. She behaved in a very brave manner. She did not break the sad news to her husband when he came back home. She acted as if nothing had happened. She served him his dinner and let him relax. Later on that night, she asked him if a person entrusted another one with something and then he came to claim it, should he return the trust? Abu Talha replied, certainly he should return it gladly. Then she told him about the death of their son, whom Allah had taken back after He had entrusted him to their care. When he told this to the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet ﷺ prayed for them, and they had another son, Abdullah, who had 10 sons, all of whom learned the whole Quran by heart and learned religious knowledge from him. When the Prophet ﷺ came to Medina, she said to him, O Allah's Messenger, here is Anas to serve you. Anas, who was at that time 10 years old, served the Prophet ﷺ for 10 years until he passed away. Anas then came to be known as the servant of Allah's Messenger ﷺ. Once she requested the Prophet ﷺ, Anas is your servant, pray for him. The Prophet ﷺ prayed, O Allah, give him a lot of wealth and children and bless anything that you give him. Anas radiallahu anhu lived on to a very advanced age. He was, according to various accounts, somewhere between 97 and 107 years old when he died in around 91 to 93 AH. He also became very rich and had scores of descendants. Allah's Messenger (sallallahu praised Sulaim's merits and sincere devotion to Islam on several occasions. Sulaim sailed with the Muslim army which invaded Cyprus during the reign of Muawiyah ibn Abu Sufyan. She is buried in Cyprus.
Okay. Okay.
I read the entire chapter.
Just a minute. There are more. Entire chapter. Were you reading from the this one or not? You have your own screen.
Yeah, I have my own screen I read from because yours is a little blurry, that's why.
Okay. Okay. So what did you learn? The main points. What did you
About
learn?
Sulaim.
Yeah, who was Sulaim?
Sulaim was uh mm, was
Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's wife.
yes,
No, not after the death of her husband, she married Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But who was the name of her first husband?
the
What
name
was
of
that?
her husband was Malik ibn An-Nadr.
Malik bin another, and also, how many sons did she had?
She had
Did they mention it? No, I think.
they didn't mention it, I think.
Okay. On the death of her son, how did she behave?
They mentioned that?
On the death of her son, yeah, they mentioned that she behaved very gracefully, and she didn't tell her husband the sad news at once, but she calmed him, and after that she told him the news.
Okay.
Sulaim was a very brave woman. She was a
she took part in several of the Prophet's campaigns.
okay. Sulaim was a very brave woman. She was a staunch Muslim fighter. She took part in several of the Prophet's campaigns in the midst of the light and would attend to the wounded and give water to warriors. Okay, now we'll do the exercises, then inshallah we'll get to know. Sulaim first husband was
Malik ibn an-Nadr,
Malik ibn an-Nadr. Okay. Her second husband was
Abu Talha,
Abu Talha. And her father was
Milhan ibn Haram,
Milhan. Okay. And Anas ibn Malik served as.
the Prophet ﷺ for 10 years.
Okay. Answer the question. What was Sulaim's real name? What was Sulaim's real name?
Rumaila,
Okay. Why did Sulaim return to marry Abu Talha?
because he was a non-Muslim. Then when he converted to Islam, she married him.
Okay. What was Sulaim's uh, unusual dowry? What was her unusual dowry?
Even Islam.
Huh? What? Yeah,
But
yeah, accepting Islam. Yes, okay. Okay, so, okay. Mention an incident from the life of Sulaim that brings out her high minds,
she,
mind, mindedness.
she,
High
em-
mindedness. Yeah, what?
she embraced Islam at early age.
Okay. Write a short role on the bravery of Sulaim.
She was really brave and she took part in battles, and when people got hurt, she was healing them in the battles.
Okay. How do we know that the Prophet ﷺ honored Sulaim? How did she honor Sulaim?
By serving
Honor. How did Prophet ﷺ honor Sulaim? By marrying her. By
yeah.
marrying her. Okay. Surah Al-Bayyinah. Okay. Inshallah. Okay, I will give you the time to memorize Surah Alaq. I will give you this time to memorize Surah Alaq. Where is it? Okay. Can you memorize Surah Alaq?
Okay. Teacher, I did it until 12 now.
Okay. Okay, can you tell me? Okay, can you recite the surah?
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ikra bismikallazi khalaqa.
Bismi rabbikal khalaq.
Khalaqal insana min alaqa. Ikra wa rabbukal akram. Allazi alama bil kalam. Alamal insana ma lam ya'lam. Kala innal insana la yadgha. Ar-ra'ahu istaghna. Inna ila rabbika ruj'a. Ara'aita allazi yanha. Abdan iza salla. Ara'aita in kana alal huda aw amara bittaqwa.
Ara'aita in kadzdzaba wa tawalla. Okay, amara bit taqwa till here. Okay, mashallah, tabarakallah. But you know your recitation is not correct. Iqra bismi rabbikal ladhi khalaq. Iqra over here after Iqra there is Hamza. Hamza we pronounce like the nail. You know the nail. If you wipe your hand on the wall and there is the nail comes, how do you feel? It should feel in the throat like that, like a nail. Iqra, Iqra, like that. Okay. Iqra
Okay. It just
bismi
takes
rabbikal ladhi khalaq. On qaf there is qalqala, but on every letter there is no qalqala. Don't to qalqal. So qalqala is what? The bouncing of the letter. Mm, you will not say you will not say khalaqal. Khalaqal is wrong. It is wrong. Khalaqal insana. Khalaqal insana min alaq. Alaq on qaf there will be qalqala, but on lam no qalqala. And iqra wa rabbukal akram. Akram over here kaf is different. You know there is different between this kaf and qaf. Qaf and kaf. There is difference. Akram alladhi allama bil qalam. It is not alama. Alama. You were saying alama. It's allama. Alladhi allama bil qalam. Okay. Allama al insana ma lam ya'lam. Kalla innal insana la yatgha arahu istaghna. Inna ila rabbika ruj'a. Okay, so there were some mistakes like kalkala on lam, that is wrong, and allama, you pronounce it wrong, allama al insana, and there were few mistakes. Okay, and also hamza, pronunciation of hamza, iqra bismi rabbikal ladhi khalaq. Okay, focus on these things. Okay, notice your mistakes and correct it. Note down your mistakes and correct it.
okay. It just takes me a couple of days to memorize it with the perfect reading.
Okay, mashallah, inshallah. All right. So this was your lesson for today. Inshallah, we'll see you next week. In the next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Walaikum assalam.
Alright, so you will be first, or I'm inshallah going to share the screen, and then inshallah we will start. رب زدني علما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So page number 24. Yes. So last two lines.
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سيعلمون
Hmm?
يستوفون
Phone or phone?
فون
Again,
فون
yes.
ينظرون أجر حبل فصل أذن خسر
Now two line of this page. You did well, mashallah. Now this one.
مسخبة.
Ha sound should be obvious, okay?
Okay. مطربة مقربة تدليل صدق تقويم تكذيب مرفوعة
Yesterday you did wrong and today also you did wrong. So marfu'atin,
مرفوعة.
Okay, just tell me why the only ha sound? Why? Where is ain sound? Marfu'atin after stop?
مرفوعة
Huh?
مرفوعة.
Yes. Ain,
Yeah.
ha, fatah. Marfu'ah.
مرفوعة. Okay.
No, there's no ha sound.
مرفوعة.
Yes. Now, mashhudin, mashhud. We will do the
مشهود
ikhfa, okay? Ikhfa here, dal sound. Mashfuhadin, mashhud.
مشهود
Majnoonin, majnoon.
مجنون
Qadhan, qadha.
قدها
Subhan, subha.
صبحا
Naqa'an, naq'a.
نقعا
Albaban, albaba.
البابا
Ashtatan, ashtata.
أشتاتا
A'naban, a'naba.
أنابا
A'naba.
أنابا
Atraban, atraba.
أترابا
Afwajan, afwaja.
أفواجا
Bakhsin, bakhs.
بخس
Yubkhasuna, yubkhasun.
يبخسون
Bakhilu, bakhilu.
بخلوا
Yabkhalu, yabkhal.
يبخل يبخل.
أنجيناكم أنجيناكم.
أنجيناكم أنجيناكم.
نجعل نجعل.
نجعل نجعل.
نجوت نجوت.
نجوت نجوت.
نجزيه نجزيه.
نجزيه نجزي.
نجب نجب.
نجب نجب نجب.
والإنجيل والإنجيل.
والإنجيل والإنجيل.
Okay, these 4 lines are okay.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I want to know about memorization. How much you memorize the surah of Amma Sipara or any short and long surah? You know how much you know?
Like from the end, like from end to earth, like I know little bit of them.
So what you know? I wanna know. So you know the Surah Fatiha, Surah
Yeah.
Nas, Surah Falaq,
Yes.
Surah Ikhlas. How
Yes.
many surah you know and of Amma Sipara?
Like Surat Fatiha, Surat Nas, and Surat Ikhlas,
Mm-hmm.
and Surat Alaq,
Mm-hmm.
and like
Okay.
these are like when we live that. Okay.
Okay. So you know what? So I'm going to start listen your memorization also, all of you. So you should know some memorization because
Okay.
we need to read in namaz, right? So
Mm-hmm.
inshallah, on Monday I will listen to Surah Fatiha, Surah
Okay.
Falaq, Surah Nas, and Surah Ikhlas. And do you know
Okay.
the Surah Kafirun?
Yeah, I can. I know better. I can memorize. Then I will
Okay,
be
so just
good
this
on
4
it.
surah I will listen. Surah Fatiha
Okay.
and
Sure.
last 3 surah.
Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
this is your homework.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so Naila, are you there? Naila, Umaima?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, so Naila, your lesson is page number 23, last 3 line. No, Naila, page number 25, last 3 line. Read this last 3 lines of this page.
Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah, Allah, Allah. Li, ah,
No.
oh. Ila, ila.
Hmm.
Ah, awa, awa.
Hmm.
Faha, fahada,
Hmm.
fahada, fahada.
Hmm.
Agh, na, aghna. Yah,
Hmm.
yah, 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 yah.
Hmm.
Tar, tar, tarda, tarda.
Hmm.
Mi, ah, i,
Hmm.
ah, ta, walada,
Mi'ata.
i, ata, wa,
Ah.
a, da, wa,
Ah.
mi, ata, wa, ana, mi, ata, wa, ana.
Okay.
I, ah, ni, an, lu, law, ni, an,
No, minal ula, minal.
minal ula, minal ula.
Hmm.
Four. Ra. Du. Ra. Radu. Ra. No. Radun.
Huh?
What? Ra. Ra. Dot. Wow. Fish. Du. Radu. Radu.
Hmm.
Ba. Ba. Đau. Du.
No. Huh?
Abadu. Abadu.
Hmm.
Lam. Lam.
No.
Mim. Mal.
Hmm.
Mal. Ko. Malka. Ria. Tu. Malkariyat.
No. Malqari'atu. After stop.
Malkariyatu. Malkariyat.
Ah.
Ah. Ba. Lam. Sabar. Zed. Bil. Khail. Bil. Ghi.
No.
What?
No. Bill.
Bil. Ghail.
Yes.
Ya.
Huh?
Sabar.
Huh?
Ghi.
No.
Bil. Ghi.
No.
What?
Ghain ya zabar.
Gha.
No.
Then what? What happened? Okay. Bil. Ghail. Ya. Sabar. Ghi.
No. Ghain ya zerghi. Right? This is
Yeah.
zabar. Alif ya zabar.
I.
Ba ya zabar.
By.
Ghain ya zabar.
Ghai.
So this is ghai.
Bil. Ghaibi. Bil. Ghaib.
Okay, now there is a big mud, and big mud we have to stretch. It's equal to 5 alif. Okay, so and there is wow is silent because wow doesn't have anything, so it's a silent. So alif dhamma u, lam mud standing zabar la, ula hamza zer I, ula I, kaf fataka ula ika, after stop ula.
Laik.
Same. Ha-ulai. Ha-ula.
Haulahi. Haula.
It's not he. This is Hamza there. E. Ana basharun. Ana bashar.
Ala basharun. Ala bashar.
Fun sub. Fun sub.
Fa sub. Fun sub.
That's it. This is your lesson.
Okay. Good.
And just tell me how much you know the memorization of Quran Majid or Amma Sipara, or
I know the basic surahs and I know like
what do you mean by
almost
basic surah? What do you mean by basic surah?
the surah that we read in namaz.
Just tell me which surah you can read.
Fatiha.
Okay.
And I know 15 surahs.
Which 15 surat?
Like Surah Takasur, like and Allah.
Last 15 surah of Amma Sipara, you know all of them?
Not kind of.
So which
I don't
15?
know if I don't know in order. I don't know the names.
Okay, now we are going to read in order, inshallah, and you read to me 2, 3, 4 surah. So inshallah on Monday, you should know that's Surah Fatiha, then Surah Falaq, Surah Nas, and Surah Ikhlas. Okay? Just say okay, yes.
Yeah, I said that.
Okay? So now this is your homework. The first line of this page and the memorization. Okay, Umayma, are you ready? Umayma is there, Naila?
No.
She want to read or what?
Baba! Your turn. My turn. Okay. Yes.
Okay, what? Yes, bete, it's your turn. Start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The last 3 lines of this page, your lesson.
Yalfi.
Huh? Where are you? Oh, okay. Yag.
Ni.
What is that? Read it again.
Yalfi.
Where fi? Just spell. Spell it out.
Yagain Jabari. Ni.
Huh?
Yagni.
Umayma, please be serious and read correctly.
Yalfi.
Then Mama, what do you think? I'm very, free and I can wait you as long as you want. Okay, anybody else wants to read? Abdullah is not here. And who's there? Naila, Umayma, Awais. Okay, so Naila and Awais, are you there?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
And Naila, are you there? So Wes, please bete, just revise 3-4 time and let me know, and inshallah we will
Okay.
do
Okay,
Islamic.
I will revise. Okay, I'm revising, but my mic will be off because it's near shore. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Awais, are you there, bete?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, then we will start, inshallah. Going to start Islamic studies. Okay, so yesterday we did the chapter 10, or it was about, remember what it's about, Awais?
Yes.
Yesterday we learned which lesson on chapter 10, and the title
Haza
was,
Khatija.
yeah, Hazrat
Haza
Khatib.
Khatija.
Yes, now we are going to start the Prophet Ibrahim, right?
Okay.
Okay, start reading. Yes,
Your screen is not shared.
screen is not shared. Share.
Yeah.
Now start.
Okay. Hazrat Prophet Ibrahim. A long time ago, in the Babylon in Iraq, there there lived a man called Azar. He he was very popular. He was a sailor of idols. He made idols with the own hands. He bowed down before these idols. He worshipped them. Azar had a son called Ibrahim. He was born in Babylon. He was very intelligent. Ibrahim Ibrahim Razitala Anhu saw the people bowing down before idols. He was amazed. He knows idols were made of stone. They could not speak. They could not hear. They could not eat. He know that could not help or harm anybody. He 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 saw flies sit on them. The idols could not send the flies away. Ibrahim Zidane saw eating from the food which lay before the idols. The idols could not stop the mice from eating their food. Ibrahim Zidane wondered why do people worship idols? Why do they ask for the help?
You know what? Stop. Ibrahim alayhi salam, Raziyat anhu, we used for companion of
Yes.
Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right?
Okay.
And the other prophet we say alayhi salam.
Okay.
Okay.
Why do you bow down before them? The idols could not speak, they could not hear, they could not help anyone, they could not eat or they drink. Why do you put food and drink before them? Azar would become angry. He did not know what to say. He did not have any answers to these questions.
Hmm.
Razila no? Ibrahim
Ibrahim alayhi salam.
Ibrahim alayhi salam. Okay. Ibrahim alayhi salam gave the same advice to his people. They could not have any answers to his questions either. One day, Ibrahim alayhi salam went to the temple where the idols were kept. He asked the idols, "Where is food and where is drinking lying before you? Why you do not you eat? Why you not drink? Why are you all so silent? Why you do not speak? Why you were silent?" They were made of stones. Stones, of course, do not speak. Ibrahim alayhi salam become angry. He grabbed on a axe. He began to hit the idols with the axe. He smashed them all except the big one. Instead, he hanged the uh, axe around his neck.
Okay, and then oh, okay, yes, good.
When the people came to worship and bowed down before the idols, they were dumbfounded and were angry. They could not believe what they saw. Who who has done who has done this to our goals? They
Cried
cried. They cried. They had heard Ibrahim took
harder,
about
Ibrahim alayhi salam.
about Ibrahim alayhi salam talk about the idols. They brought him to the build and asked them, "Are you the one who has done this to our gods?" Okay, Ibrahim
Yeah,
pointed to the largest unbroken idol and calmly said, "But this their chief has done it. Ask him if he is able to speak." People knows the idols were made of stones. They know do not hear or do not speak. They know the largest idol was also made of stone. He could not move from its place. He could not break the other idols. The people were confused. They said, "Ibrahim, you know the idols cannot speak. Now where you turn, Ibrahim?" He asks them, how can worship idols made of stone, where they can either help or harm you? Why you do not understand? People te- uh, silent. uh, People had no answer, but they might other. Ibrahim alayhi salam had broken the idols. He had insulted their god. They decided to punish him. They fill a huge fire and throw Ibrahim alayhi salam into it. But Allah saved Ibrahim. He was commanded that the fire be coolest and safely upon Ibrahim alayhi salam. So it was the people saw that the fire did not harm Ibrahim alayhi salam. They saw that the flames and the heat does not harm him at all. He was safe and sound.
okay. Naila, Umayma, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, Naila, now you read one time this chapter.
Ah, okay. A long time ago in Babylon, Iraq, there lived a man called Azar. He was very popular. He was a seller of idols. He made idols with his own hands. He bowed down before these idols. He worshipped them. Azar had a son called Ibrahim. He was born in Babylon. He was very intelligent. Ibrahim alayhi salam saw the people bowing down before uh, uh, uh,
Yeah.
these. The, he knew these idols were made out of stone. They could not speak. They could not hear. They could not eat. He knew they could not
Mm.
help or harm anyone. He saw flies sit on them. The idols could not send the flies away. Ibrahim alayhi saw mice eat from the food which lay before the idols. The idols could not stop the mice from eating this food. Ibrahim alayhi wondered, why do people worship idols? Why do people ask idols for help? Ibrahim alayhi would ask his father, why do you worship the idols? Why do you bow down before them? The idols cannot speak, they cannot hear, they cannot help anyone, they cannot eat or drink. Why?
Uh-huh.
I cannot see. It's something there. Why do you then put food and drink before them? Azar would become angry. He did not know what to say. He did not have any answer to these questions. Ibrahim salam gave same advice to his people. They did not have any answers to his questions either. One day Ibrahim salam went to the temple where the idols were kept. He asked the idols, is there food and drink lying before you? Why don't you eat? Why don't you drink? Why are you so silent? Why don't you speak? The idols were silent.
You are very, look very weak. Are you okay?
No, I'm sick.
You are sick?
Yeah,
What happened?
something like my throat is like if I like swallow anything, it hurts.
Oh, okay, sore throat. Okay, okay. So Umayma is there. She wants to read. If your throat is hurting, just then give it to her.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Start reading from the second paragraph of page number. There is no page. Oh, yes. 53. Start. Start from here. Azar would become angry. He did not know what to say. Start, Umayma, please.
Azar would become angry. He did not know what to say. He did not have any answer to these questions. Ibrahim alayhi salam gave the same advice to his people. They did not have any answer to his questions either. One day, Ibrahim alayhi salam went to the temple where idols were kept. He asked the idols, there is food and drinks lying before you. Why don't you eat? Why don't you drink? Why why are you all so silent? Why don't you speak? The idols were silent. They were made of stone. Stones, of course, do not speak. Ibrahim alayhi salam became angry. He grabbed an axe. He began to hit the idols with the axe. He smashed them all except the big one instead. He hung the axe around its neck.
Okay. Next page is this. Yes.
When the people came to worship and bowed down before the idols were dumbfounded and very angry. They could not believe what they saw. Who has done this? Is
to our gods, they cried. They heard Ibrahim alayhi salam talk about the idols. They brought him to the building and asked him, "Are you one who done this to our gods?" Ibrahim alayhi salam pointed to the large, unbroken idol and calmly said, "But this,
Hmm.
but this their chief has done it. Ask him if he is able to speak." The people knew the idols were made of stone. They knew stones do not hear or nor speak. They they knew the largest idol was also made of stone. It could not move from its place. How could it break the other idols? The people were confused. They said, "Ibrahim, you know that the idols cannot speak." Now was the turn of Ibrahim alayhi salam. He asked them, "How can you worship idols made of stone when they can neither help or harm you? Why don't you understand?" The people fell silent. They had no answer, but they met together. Ibrahim alayhi salam had broken the idols. He had insulted their gods. They, they decided to punish him. They lit a huge fire and threw Ibrahim alayhi salam into it. But Allah saved Ibrahim alayhi salam. He commanded the fire be coolness and safety upon Ibrahim. So it was. The people saw that the fire did not harm Ibrahim alayhi salam. They saw the flames and heat did not harm him at all. He was safe and sound.
Hmm. Safe and sound. Okay, so this is the chapter of Ibrahim. Now we go through one time. So you know the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam, right? He so the incident behind this idol one. You knew it before,
No, I didn't know it before.
and you was.
Yes.
Yes, so this is a story of Ibrahim alayhi salam.
Yes.
So you knew before that, before you this today, a long time ago, right in Babylon in Iraq, there lived a man called Azar. So most probably the Ibrahim father name was Azar. He was very popular. He was a seller of idols. He made idols with his own hands. He bow down and before these idols he worshipped them. Azar had a son called Ibrahim. He was born in Babylon. He was very intelligent. Ibrahim saw the people bow down before idols. He was amazed. He knew idols were made of stone. They could not speak, they could not hear, they could not eat. He knew they could not help nor harm anybody. He saw flies sit on them. The idols could not send the flies away. Ibrahim saw mice eat from the food which lay before the idols, but idols could not stop the mice from eating this food. Right? Idols made by stone and made by clay, and they can move, they can do anything, and the people just worship them. It's very weird and surprised. That's how they can do that, right? They made them by their own hand, and then they starting to worship them, right? Ibrahim was watching this, and that's he think that it is not true, it was not correct. Ibrahim wondered, why do people worship idols? Why do people ask idols to help? Ibrahim would ask his father, why do you worship idols? Why do you bow down before them? The idols cannot speak, they cannot hear, they cannot help anyone. They cannot eat or drink. Why do you then put food and drink before them? Other would become angry. because Adar didn't have any answer, and he just become angry. The why the Ibrahim is thinking like that, and why is questioning. He did not know what to say. He did not have any answer to these questions. Ibrahim gave some advice to his people. They did not have any answer to his question either. One day, Ibrahim went to the temple where idols were kept. He asked the idols, "There is food and drink lying before you. Why don't you eat? Why don't you drink? Why are you all so silent? Why don't you speak?" The idols were silent. They were made of stones. Stones, of course, do not speak. Ibrahim became angry. He grabbed on axe. He began to hit the idols with the axe. He smashed them all except the big one. Instead, he hung the axe around its neck. Then what happened? When the people come to worship and bow down before their idols, they were dumbfounded and very angry. They could not believe what they saw. "Who has done this to our gods?" they cried. They had heard Ibrahim salam talk about the idols. They brought him to the building and asked him, "Are you the one who has done this to our gods?" Ibrahim salam pointed to the largest unbroken idol and calmly said, "But this their chief has done it. Ask him if he is able to speak." The people knew the idols were made of stone. They knew stones do not hear nor speak. They knew the largest idol was also made of stone. If it could not move from its place, how could it break the other idols? The people were confused. They said, "Ibrahim, you know that idols cannot speak." Now was the turn of Ibrahim. He asked them, "How can you worship idols made of stone when they can neither help nor harm you? Why don't you understand?" The people fell silent. They had no answer, but they met together. Ibrahim salam had broken the idols. He had insulted their gods. They decided to punish him. They lit a huge fire and threw Ibrahim salam into it. But Allah saved Ibrahim salam. He commanded the fire, be coolness and safety upon Ibrahim. So it was. The people saw that the fire did not harm Ibrahim salam. They saw that the flames and heat did not harm him at all. He was safe and sound. So this is one incident which the fire they lit fire and threw Ibrahim salam, but the fire was become cool by the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After that, Ibrahim left his town and his people. So the story going on. So you understand this story, Pacific? This incident?
Yes.
There? Okay. So inshallah we will continue this next time. Now we are going to do the exercise which we learned. Okay. So choose from the following words and fill in the blanks. Azar lived in where?
Bagaru.
Babylon. Okay. He was a maker and seller of idols. The people of Ibrahim salam worshipped. Worship who?
Idols.
Most of the prophets' people were worshipper of idols.
Yeah.
Okay, and even in our Prophet salam, Prophet sallam, the time of Prophet sallam, people also the worshipper of mostly idols, right? Okay, the people decided to Ibrahim alive. Space.
Bread.
Yes. Idols are made of stones or wood. Answer the following question. Why was Azar popular?
Because he sold idols.
The seller and Maker of
maker
the
of
idols.
idols,
Why did Ibrahim alayhi salam not worship the idols?
because they did not talk or eat
Yeah.
or move or do anything.
Or the people made them by their own hand, and then after making they starting to worship, right? So Ibrahim thinks that there no sense, no make sense to worship those idols which they made. They can't do anything, even they can move little inch. Okay, how did the people react when they went to the temple?
They were like, who ruled our gods? They cried.
Yeah, they just found out that all idols were broken, so they to see them in this state, they were very angry, very sad, and they were start crying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now explain how the fire did not harm Ibrahim, because Allah said to fire,
Do not harm Ibrahim.
yeah, and cool it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Wes, are you there? Why didn't
Yes.
participate? So why didn't participate the exercise?
Only I did.
Chapter 12, Prophet Ismail, inshallah, we will do tomorrow. And Prophet Ismail,
Tomorrow's Friday.
the son of Ibrahim alayhi salam. We just did the Ibrahim alayhi salam chapter, and the next chapter, the Ismail alayhi salam. And Ibrahim alayhi salam has two sons, Ismail and Ishaq alayhi salam. Okay. And Ismail, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam family tree, meet with the Ismail or Ishaq?
Yes.
Ismail alayhi salam.
Yeah, Ismail alayhi salam. Ismail alayhi salam. Okay. So Ismail alayhi salam.
And his mother name was Hajira.
Ismail alayhi salam, yes, Hajra. And Ibrahim alayhi salam has had two wives, Sarah alayhi salam and Sarah and Hajra. Okay.
But
yeah, so Hajra was the mother of Ismail. And you know what is the incident behind the Hajra and Ismail, the Zamzam and all this? Right?
no.
You don't know how to Zamzam started? You know what is the Zamzam water?
Oh yes, teacher, I
Yes,
know
I
how
know
to
that
do
too.
it. I
Yeah,
know
so-
how Zamzam started.
Yeah, and you know how Zamzam started?
Like they
Okay,
I just know in Urdu, like not in English. So
okay, just go ahead. Just tell me in Urdu.
उन्होंने वो अपनी वहाँ पे वो अडियाँ जो मतलब जमीन में मारी थी, तो जब आप जमजम पानी था आ गया था, तो उन्होंने फिर हाजरा अलैहि सलाम तो ने कहा था कि जमजम जमजम का मतलब है रुक जाओ। तो फिर वो पानी फिर वहाँ पे रुक गया था, फिर वहाँ पे वो फिर कुआं बन गया, तो फिर उसकी वजह से फिर आगे जमजम अब पानी
उस पे रुकना उसका था जमजम रुक वो। और उन्होंने अपने नी को उन्होंने
हाँ वही मतलब एड़ियाँ रगड़ी थी जमीन के ऊपर,
एड़ियां
वो
रगड़ी थी
हाँ।
उन्होंने, तो एंकल और एड़ियां, तो वो उधर से पानी। Why? Because they were alone. Prophet Ibrahim left them alone in the Makkah desert, and they were nothing by the command of Allah. There nothing, no food, no drink, no water, nothing. And when Ismail alayhi salam was thirsty, and his mother Hajra was so worried, and
that she ran over other mountains to find water.
She was
running
from one
mountain.
Yeah, mountain to another mountain
to find water.
She was she 7 times she just back and forth from Safa mountain to Marwa mountain. And after 7th time, the where the Ismail alayhi salam is Zamzam water is started.
Yeah, from Ismail
in the remembrance of this act of Hajra alayhi salam is still, and
Prophet Ismail.
yeah, no, द पिलग्रम हाजी जो है और जो उम्रे पे जाते हैं वो अभी तक जो है उसको सई कहते हैं, सई, राइट? दे
Oh,
दे
that's
रन
why.
बिटवीन सफा एंड मरवा. This is the what? Remembrance
Um,
of Hajra alayhi salam act. Okay, and it will be go until Judgment Day. People will be running around Safa and Marwa. So this is the act of first time who? That's Hajra alayhi salam.
yeah.
Okay,
And
so
the water came from Ismail alayhi salam's leg.
yes, it's leg, and it's still, and until the Judgment Day it will be coming. So this is the miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we want to just think about that, we can find out that how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has these all things, and only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has to say kun and fayakun, and everything
Yeah.
will be right.
Means
Okay, then inshallah, that's it. Super, inshallah. Tomorrow or the next class, we will briefly just we will discuss about this. So until that, Allah Hafiz and Subhana Rabbika Rabbil Izzati Amma Yasifun wa Salamun ala Mursaleen walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam.
Okay then.
Okay, assalamu alaikum everybody. Are you guys all here for the French class?
What did you say, teacher? Walaikum assalam.
Yes. Are you ready for the French class now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Did you guys take a Zohar break?
Sir, your voice is so low.
Oh, sorry. Did you guys take a break to play Zohar?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So we have Umayma from grade 3. Bahauddin. Okay. Usually Nyla also joins, so let's wait 2 minutes and then we'll get started. Okay. Inshallah. Mhm. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, let me just share my screen. Okay, so last class I find I don't remember. Open classroom.
You posted the assignment from 32 to 35.
Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at that first. Calculus and okay, so okay, good job, you handled it in. Oh, that's how it's here. Unable to open file. I do have to Google Drive app. I don't know how to do it. Okay, sorry, one second. Okay, now let me try open. Yay, okay, look. Okay, so let's correct your work together. So, and open my solution. Okay? Also, where did everyone else go? Anyone else going? I'm not sure where everyone else is going, but okay, so this is section 1. This is section 5 of chapter 1. Mm, legs, tails, and pocket. So I have to go back and have to do this. So section 1, chapter 5.
Teacher, no one else is here, so should I leave also?
So we're gonna go over your answers first, and then yeah, if no one else comes, then we'll also okay. So I'll just check your answers. So let's look at them together. So for exercise 1, you have A, C, H, L, M, N, but it's not O. It's not O. Okay, so let me screen right. Okay, I just want to go like the screen right. Okay, so it's not O because if you look at the sentence, it says cette vos devoir sur l'instrument, and since it's like that, vos devoir is gonna go under for I can't see it. Okay, vos devoir sur l'instrument, yeah. So I can see why you would think it's two because of this, but the actual word here, okay, we have Nyla here. Um, for this one, yeah, it's not O. Okay, and then for new, we have this is correct, right? You're looking for the O and S ending, which is correct. And then for Vu, we have Veiko. Okay, so that's one section. Okay, so let's go to the next page. So for D, okay, so we have Monge. Okay, so basically it's saying that they're explaining how to do the negative, but notice how they're actually conjugating the verb. Okay, so if they give you manger and you have pronoun to, you have to actually conjugate it, right? So that would just be mange. Okay, see, in the other one you did it right? You conjugated for vous. This one is also like an ER verb, so you want to conjugate it, okay? Right? Prepare. Oh wait, wait a second. It's an IR verb. Okay, so make sure you're checking the conjugation. I think this is an irregular verb, but
Okay.
either way, it would not be cool, right? It would be cool. Nous avons, nous, it's ayons, okay? Nous ayons, vous, soy, soyez, okay, vous êtes is like, first conjugation of the verb. Yeah, this one is soyez actually. Tu is you, tu is ça. Okay, vous is will, village. Nous is le vent. Actually, no, it's correct. Village, le vent. Appendant. Okay, so it's appendre. So don't forget the R. Appendant. Okay, and then start. Okay, so this is good. Now let me see if I can get in the screenshot. Okay, I'll post the correction if I can figure out where to put it. Okay, now the way this one's also a little how is it there? Okay, so for this one, basically whenever you do the negative, right? They gave you this, they gave you They gave you this vocabulary, okay, but it's not in the right order. The way the nirpa works, the negative, right, is that you're gonna say nir, then the verb, then pa. Okay? So it should be nir, zet, pa. Okay, make sure that you're conjugating the verb. Okay? This is just like vocabulary. It's not like the correct like order, right? So this is ne. What would this one be? If it's always ne, verb ha, what would this be for part B? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. So what would part B be?
Yeah.
From ne, and then what goes next? This is in the wrong order. What's your verb over here?
I
Hello,
have
what
Saba.
D are you? It's to do.
Assalamualaikum.
One second. Walaikum assalam.
I think I
Okay, so I will show you. Okay, nothing else. Okay, one second.
teacher. I don't know what the order.
Okay, but we're going over the homework for grade 7. We're going over the homework from last week. Okay? So give me 1 second. Section 5. I don't know why it's closed when I changed that screen. Now we're good. Okay, so now, for this one, so do you understand what you did wrong? You have to do ne, the verb, and then pa.
Yeah, I will
But how
fix you.
you'll fix it? Okay, so I'll send you a screenshot. This is for your reference. Okay, but first try it yourself and then look at the answer. Okay?
Oh,
Okay, look. Yeah? Right, positive, negative, imperative sentences. Let's have a look. Nous marchons tous. You are in Andalusia. What is in Spanish? Hello? What's the sentence you made? What does it mean?
what did you say, teacher?
I'm asking you, this sentence you made, what does it mean?
You enter. You are entertained in reading.
Not quite. It means you are reading. Okay, make sure if you're making sentences, you know what it means, okay? What does jug mean? What does the verb agir mean? Okay, it means to act. So you said jagi, so that means I act So you should like make the sentence longer, right? Like what are
Okay.
you asking, right? So make a full sentence for that one. This is tricky. I want something by this. I want this. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. You, there's use. You have to use the verb upon. Okay, so this means to learn, right? So you want to say like I learned math or something, right? What are you learning? It's also incomplete, and then avoir is with the I want to have avoir. Okay, so is that a full sentence? I want to have. Okay, so right now the sentence means I want to have. So what do you want to have? Can you give me an example? You can say in English, like what do you want to
I want to have more chocolate.
have? Okay, so I want to have more chocolate, so that would be beaucoup de chocolat, more chocolate, or plus de chocolat. Okay, that's a better way to say it, right? So plus de, that means more, and then you can say chocolate, right? Okay, so just make sure the sentences are like finished. So ne, again, ne saute pas, je ne veux pas sauter. I do not want to be. Wow. You don't want to jump. Sure, that will work. I do not want to look. I do not want to fall. Je ne sais pas. Um, je ne sais pas. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And then je ne veux pas have. I do not want to. What does have mean? If you search the meaning, maybe this worksheet. Okay, this one means to lose, right? So this one's jump, see, fall, be. This is to lose. Okay, so that makes sense. I do not want to lose. That's okay. So overall, is that all of them? Yeah. Okay, so overall, good job. I'll give you no, AC. Okay. Okay. Also, the rest of you, Aya, you did not complete it. Is Aya on the call? Aya, did you see the assignment? Hello? Is this your Google profile? Hello, Aya? Aya, is this your Google profile?
Teacher, I think it is because like my classmates is another profile, so I think this is Aya's profile because my classmate name is Aya too.
Okay, okay. And who is that talking?
Hmm.
Naila. Okay. Okay, because there's two ayahs, so I want to make sure this is the right ayah. But you did not complete it. You did not complete any of them, and that will affect your mark. I told you guys you have a test coming up. Okay, so make sure you guys are doing your work. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. Mashallah, Bahauddin has been on top of it. Few mistakes here and there, but that's okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next lesson. For grade 6, 7, 8 first. Okay. So. mm,
Is it mine yet?
Not yet. We're gonna do that in a few minutes. Okay. Let me get this in order. So. That's page 36. Okay. So now we're going to talk about lake and park song. Okay, so can I have Bahauddin please read it? Okay.
Teacher, I don't understand this page.
It's okay, you can read it and then we can talk about it together, okay? Okay, wait, let me just put the page number. Okay, if you have a question, send me a message. Just put in the Google Classroom a question, okay? And I will reply back. Okay, so what was it? 36 to 41. Okay, wait one second. So I forgot. Nothing title. Oh, pension. Mm, okay, so let's read over this together. Where's Lake and Park? You must start from the top. Or is it big? Is it good if I do it this way? Is it easier to see?
Teacher, this page is really hard. I tried with myself. I couldn't understand.
Okay, okay, so you tried reading it yourself. Okay. Let's just read the English part first, and then let's see if you understand, right? So do you know what contraction is in English? Like, what is a contraction from your English class?
No.
Okay, so it's a word that's produced when a preposition is beside a masculine singular or plural definite article. Okay, so it's a little different from English, but basically in French, it is going to be a preposition, right? Preposition is just like to, on, at, right? It describes like a location or something, right? So it's going to be beside masculine singular or plural definite article. Okay, so what is plural definite article? We're talking about like le. Okay, and masculine singular article would be. You know what the masculine singular article is? Mhm. Right, we have le, la, le. So which one is masculine singular? Anyone? Hello. Just take a guess. You don't have to be right. I just want to participate. What? I gave you three options.
That's why, teacher, I told you to explain because it's really difficult.
Okay, so I'm saying, what do you think the masculine singular article is? Did you cover le, la, and lay before? Okay, these are
No.
articles. Okay, we can go over them as well. So basically, when it says masculine singular, it's referring to the le. Okay, so the contraction would be like um changing. I'm trying to see an example. Like it's gonna be changing de la into like oh. Okay. Um. Yeah, there's no good examples here
Do
actually.
page 38.
What?
How you do page 38?
You have to do page 38.
I don't understand it.
30. Yeah, no, I'm looking at this and it doesn't have like a simple example. No, it does actually. Okay, so le is the masculine singular article I was talking about, right? So can you remember that le is a masculine singular article? Okay, and when we want to say ah in a sentence, if we have ah and le like coming together, we replace it with o. Okay, so this means two. Like let's say to the school. Okay, let's go with a proper example. So to the school. Okay, so how do you say to in French?
Ah,
Ah, okay, and that's your preposition, right? Over here, when it says preposition, it's referring to this, right? To, on, at. These words are called prepositions. That should have covered in English class. If you don't understand English, it will not make sense in French either. Okay, I'll ask your English teacher to go over it as well. Basically, that's a preposition, right? Now, the would be like the article that I talked about. Articles. Le, la, le. Okay? These are articles. So when you have a preposition beside an article, the preposition beside an article, you're going to use the contraction. So what's the contraction for um a le? Okay, so we're doing to the school. In this case, it's to the school, à l'école, right? We're going to replace this with o. Okay, you can say I'm going. So if I am going will be je vais, right? So je vais, I am going to school. So will it be à l'école or will it be all l'école? Or let's not do school. Let's do gym. Let's do gym. The gym. Okay. Je gymnast. I'm going to the gym. Okay. I'm changing this because when there's a vowel, it makes it a little harder. But this one's simpler, right? So je vais. Now what do I put here? I need to add o. Okay. Because it would be je à le gymnase. But that's not grammatically correct. You have to make it o. Okay, so does that make sense? Okay, I'll also maybe put a video for you guys to watch about this um topic, but I want you to explain. What do you understand so far?
Teacher, I know this example, but when you go to page 38, it's impossible to do.
Okay. Okay, you understand that. So that's good. So it says complete, entrée or journal, diary entry, intime avec des contractions en utilisant la preposition à. So this page only wants you to use the preposition à. Okay? And they said that à means like to add to in. Okay? So in this case, you have the gender of the noun. Ok, so cette theme de semaine, mes amis et moi n'allons pas au parc. And now you're gonna ask me why is it au? It's because depending on the preposition, if the preposition is late, you're gonna use AUF. If the preposition is AL apostrophe, which means it's coming before a vowel, like the equal example, right? You would write L apostrophe. If you have la, like la cafeteria, it's gonna be la cafeteria. If it's and le, we're gonna do AU. What's happening in this case? We have le pas. Okay? So plus le will be o. Okay? For le pas. Does that make sense? Bahauddin, are you following with me?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So depending on what the word is, and first you're gonna look at the word. Then you're gonna tell me what's the preposition. Is it masculine or is it feminine? Okay. So this is la cinema. Let me check. This is la cinema. I'm pretty sure it is. La cinema. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm telling you right. Oh, I think it's not working. Okay, so you can check if it's a masculine singular, feminine singular word. But if this is la, then looking at the chart, what preposition, what contraction will you add? And la. So what will you write? Okay, it tells you what you should write here. Okay, Bahauddin, what would it be?
Really difficult for me, teacher.
You have to follow the chart. You're gonna check if it's le or la based on the like noun you have, right? So over there our noun is cinema, right? If it's la cinema, it's cinema, okay? You're going to say, okay, and la will give you la. There's not even a contraction for the feminine, right? Feminine singular article. So over here you're gonna write la.
Okay, I will try my best.
No, I want to understand. Let's do it together. La. Okay. So okay. Actually no. For this one, how about you just explain what you understand? Okay, so what's the first thing you check?
Teacher, what did you say?
So let's say I didn't write the answer for this one, and you're doing this. What's the first step you take? What do you check first?
Maybe
Okay, so first you're gonna see if it's masculine or feminine, right? So, so let's see, or you can search it if you want the article for part, okay? For past and tense. Um, or how about you just search like le or la? Hmm, let me see if there's like a easy way you can reference if it's le or la. Usually when you like just study like the vocabulary, you would know that it's like le, right? So you're gonna go to chart. Okay, you're gonna see where there's a le, and since you have a le, it's gonna be a u. Okay, so try it out. If you're still having issues, I'll send you a video to watch on this topic. I guess it could be a little tricky, but yeah. Okay. Okay, who else is in grade 6, 7? Do you guys understand as well? Aya, does this make sense? Okay, let's do one more together. Um, let's do this one. I think this will be easy for me. Okay, so if we have P, okay, what does this mean?
girl.
Okay, it means girl, okay? So what is the article that you use in front of like the word P? Is it le, la, or le? It's plural, so you only have one option.
Plural.
Yes. So what's the article?
Le.
Le, right? So you're gonna go up to your chart and you're gonna say, okay, if I want to say the preposition to, and we have le, we're gonna put AUX. Okay. So this will be oh, is that good? Then I want you to do this one. Very similar. What does gas mean?
Or.
Sorry, what?
Or.
Boys, right? So what's the article for boy? Remember, it's plural. So we only have one option.
For feliz, maybe.
Lay, right? Like if you want to say the girls, it would be lay see, right? If you want to say the boys, it would be lay gal. Okay? And if you put the preposition a and lay, it would become what's this word? Oh, right? AUX. Je parle au client. Over here, we're gonna write AUX. Okay, does this make more sense now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give you this for homework. It's okay if you get stuck. Okay, send me a message and I will help you out. Okay, but try your best to finish this for next week.
Okay.
Okay, inshallah. And let's go to grade 4, tutorial, okay? Okay, so let's check. Nyla, were you able to do your homework? Oh, zero handed in.
So can I leave, teacher?
No, I think you should stay, right? Because I think you should review the basics as well, okay? So yeah, if you can stay please stay. Nyla, were you able to do your homework? It was page 32 to 35. Nyla, hello. Okay, so since I don't see your work done, I will give you another week to finish it. So please make sure you get it done for next week, okay? If you have any questions, let me know now. Otherwise, I'll be ending the call, okay?